What do you notice about the water behind me? It's yellow. Here's why I'm not concerned about it. So I'm here in Fort Lauderdale, which is a city in South Florida, right next to Miami. And when I checked into my hotel room today, I noticed that the water in the toilet was tinted yellow. And I thought, oh, I guess one of the hotel staff used the bathroom in here and forgot to flush, whatever. Then I started to fill up the bathtub. And when the water came out of the faucet, it looked normal, but as it got deeper, it got more and more yellow. And I thought, oh my gosh, the water is coming out of the tap yellow. So I Googled Fort Lauderdale yellow water, and I found out that it's because of something called tannins. And you may not have heard the word tannins, but you are definitely familiar with things that contain them. For example, the skin of grapes contains tannins, and some grape varieties have very high tannin content in the grape skin, which is why some wines have very high tannin content. You are also familiar with things that contain products of tannins. For example, during the production process for black tea, the tannins in the tea leaves oxidize and form compounds that give the tea a lot of its color and taste. And leaves are a place where you will often find tannins. Any sort of plant material like leaves or wood often has a lot of tannins in it. And there's a lot of plant material in the Everglades, which is what South Florida is built on top of. And as a result, the South Florida water supply has a lot of plant material in it and thus a lot of tannins. And you might think, well, shouldn't they be able to filter that out before the water comes out of your faucet yellow? Well, normally they can, but in South Florida, the government is currently overhauling its water treatment system, and so they've temporarily switched over to another method of treating the water, at least for here in Fort Lauderdale, that renders the water clean and safe to drink, but leaves those tannins in. And I'm about to jump into this Florida yellow water because I know it's just tannins. It's the same thing that's in grapes, and I love grapes, so why not take a bath in the yellow Florida water?